Good evening. Quick recap on the market today. We had a nice sell-off, and I'm going to talk about whether or not we should buy this dip or hold, and if you were to buy the dip, what it could look like. So the market in general has been moving up very nicely. We've had some pullbacks in the Q, and I'll come back to it in a second. And Spider has done really well, just continuing to move up this channel. As you can see in the Spider, we did have a pullback to the 120 moving average, which isn't a normal moving average to look at, but we did pull back and bounced off of it. And really what we bounced off of it was previous support in the Qs. So you can see here, the Qs had a lot of previous support, and from a Fibonacci extension, we did almost make the 2618, and we have pulled back to the 1618 from the May time period. So looking at the Qs, this could be a normal pullback by the move. However, one thing to note is the 21 EMA, we did close down previous, and then we closed down again. We could see a run back up to the 21 EMA and then a sell-off. If we do not hold the support line on the Qs at around 360, we could see it come all the way back down to 352-ish, maybe 351, and then worst case scenario, maybe down all the way to 343. I don't think we'll go lower than that. So again, if you're trying to buy the dip, buy it in sections where you're adding as it falls, maybe in thirds, or you can get out, set your stop below, let's say 159, and then look for a re-entry at, sorry, did I say 159? 359, look for a re-entry at 351. Going back over the Spider. You can see that this is just a nice stair step up. However, we did fall down slightly more than what has been happening previously. Going back to the day chart. So pullbacks, as you can see, were around 4. We had one at 5.8%, 4.6, now 5.7. And again, if it holds this level, and it likely could, then we could see a rally up to here and then look for a sell-off before continuing up. I will look at two stocks real quick. Amazon, I talked about this back in August. We saw an opportunity, said if it didn't hold here, it could fall. It did. I did buy the turn and wrote it up. I was expecting us to close the gap. We did not close the gap, and we did pull back. I'm still expecting, based on what I'm seeing here, a continue up. So look at the Dow Jones. As you can see, the Dow Jones has been trading sideways since May. It had a nice run up from October to May, and we're still trading sideways. So I'm actually expecting this one to hold the line better than the Qs and Spider. Worst case scenario is come back and touch the 200 moving average. And for me, this would be a heavy buy area, expecting to move higher. Obviously, you'd want to give it a little room and continue up. It is very likely, though, tomorrow we're going to see a push to the 21 EMA and then a sell-off again. And one more stock I wanted to talk about was LCID. This EV car company had a nice, strong pullback, and with a continuation move during recent days, even during this sell-off today, it did not pull back. It continued higher. So I would actually expect this stock might see a small pullback tomorrow with a continuation up with definite resistance at $28. Happy trading.